Right, so 80s British Army gear. Start of the uniform, yeah, because I can't be bothered to do an intro. 84 pattern uniform. Fell apart quite a lot of time. It's not very good. And kind of stuff you've got carrying on you. Got your beret, of course, Royal Engineers one. Nothing else in there. I thought I had some electrical tape, but oh well. In here, get this open. You got field dressing, because why not? You got your camo cream, it's the old stick type. There's electrical tape, it's not much left to get rid of it. Another field dressing, and then a few other small odds and sods in here. You got an old Swiss Army knife clone and a lighter. It's got no bloody gas in it, so that's all the kind of crap you're carrying in there. What else? Other pocket, you got more of your admin stuff, so put all this out. Got like a map, yeah, map, compass. I think that's an aftermarket compass. Pens, you know, 2 pens, a black pen and a green pen, and then notepad. That's a nice little level one. So you got all that in there, right? And then this is more of a wartime thing. I've got this stuff rigged up for, anyways. These are in made of wood, so bye please. Yeah, these are just wooden hand grenades. The clones of the American M26 pineapple grenades. Yeah, so it's generally what you can in your smock. These are windproof anyway, so they're not too crap. It's meant to be a nudge for it, but you don't ever see it being used. Lapels. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, on 84 pound, I had a pocket on the sleeve for another field dressing, so you can quite a few of those. Boots. So you got these, your boot combat eye. Obviously you got 2 feet, so you got 2 in it, but nah, yeah. Boot combat eye. They replaced the low boot, which was about like up to there. Alright, I mean they're not great, but they're alright. What more should I say about it? It's a boot, you know what I mean? Trousers over here, and then in these trousers you got, you know, cargo pockets, and these are just full of sandbags. I'm not going to bother taking them out because it's literally just a sandbag, but yeah, you get about 4 sandbags in there. And then use a web belt as your trouser belt, innit? This is just a spare one, so you got your trouser belt. Loops at the front, so yeah, that's your trousers. And then on the ankles you've got cordage just to do it taut. Underneath though, you wear one of these horrible things, which is Hairy Mary. So this is your yeah, it's just a shirt really. Sleeves have been cut and rolled in this one to make it short sleeve, but these come long sleeve in it, and they're horrible. And this is a Royal Engineer thing, but this is just, yeah, it's just a Royal Engineer like, yeah, thing that goes around your sleeve, and you can use that in the pinch as a Land Rover fan belt, from what I've been told. Get to that after. You got your scrim net, so this is literally just used as a scarf. And in my scarf, I keep some of the more personal stuff. So like watch, just a civilian watch. You could get a military issue one, but she's a civilian one. This is part of the wartime setup. You got dosimeter, so you plug it, so you wear that, and there's like a watch there in it. You plug that into a machine in an APC, or a mobile one, it's TL, how dead you are from radiation. And then you got dog tags here, a bit of tape around them. So that's all that, yeah. Then you got your helmet, your Mark 6. So it's tape around there. 2 buttonholes here in it, because these are all taped up, yeah. So when you got your resi on, you just got to connect this to that one instead, an extension it so it goes underneath your chin instead of on your chin. Yeah. Not much else to say really, just an helmet. Keep a bit of shrapnel out your brain, hopefully. But yeah, so this is your 58 pattern gear. It's not the best. In fact, it's pretty shit. It's made of cotton. It started, they used this to about mid 90s when it's fully gone, but you start seeing it being phased out about 89, 91, around that kind of time. So we're going to start from the right side here. From either right, got a field dressing, and that's just put in a bin bag with some electrical tape over it, so it's concealed. Just yank it off. Ammo pouch, so you would normally be issued 5, but I decided to do full 6. SLR magazines. So these carry 20 rounds each for the SLR, L1A one. Yeah, it's not much really to say really, just aiming, just, you know, 20 rounders. Then here you got, that's open. That's in a plastic bag. But this pocket here is initially for the Energa, which is like a grenade launcher for the SLR, anti-tank. In a plastic bag, just knife, fork, spoon, and also a tin opener. It's easy to get there. Start seeing that more often. Water bottle patch, so in here, get this open. It's a bit of a tight squeeze and all. You have, if you can get it out, your mug and your cup. There we go, that's the mug at least. So that's your mug, bit of plastic, and you've got 2 metal handles there. It's not been washed out in years, but oh well. And that's just your bottle. Now I carry about 500ml of water. So that sits like that. You could have it like that if you needed it to get it a bit quicker, but oh well, it don't really matter, does it? This pack here is shit. This is your last pack, and this is all rigged up in marching order right now. Alright. We'll get to this in a bit, because yeah, it's not good. This has got all your sustainment stuff, like 7 days of crap without additional food and water. So shovel here, get the shovel off just to make things easier. Got a clip here and a clip here, and then cover it in a sandbag, and that's just generally meant to try and seal the joint of the spade. So get this out. There you go. Again, it's just a spade. It's better than the American like little 3-folding ones, because well, this won't, you know what I mean? There's more to it. So got your spade, sandbag, poncho overall. We got 2. You'll be issued only 1, but most blokes should just carry 2 because it's just easier. You'll see why in a minute. But if we get this last pack off, and it's not a good design, you unclip it from here, right? Once you've done that, you struggle with this loop here, get it out from there, then you do the same thing on the other side, because this thing is designed by a wanker. So try and get a bit more slack. Open this up, there we go, and then that's the top half. In the bottom half, just got these clips here, undo that, and hopefully with a bit of luck that'll come undone. Knock the camera there, you do the other one. Now this can sit over here for a minute because we're interested in it now. This is fighting order, right? So sprawled out a bit more, kidney patches, bottom poncho roll, top one, resi case, yeah, other, you know, mag patch. Get the other magazines out. So got not 1, not 2, but 3 SLR mags in there, yeah. But not only have you got those, you got the additional cleaning kit for the SLR. Now this has got all your tools in it. It's just got like, you know, little thingy bit there. You got cleaning brush, you got, you know, stripper clip, because, you know, might as well shove that in there. Multi-tool, oil, pull through, cloth, you know, generally to stop your SLR from fucking up, you know what I mean, all that kind of stuff. So that goes in there, throw that over there. Then you've got the bayonet. So this is your standard SLR bayonet. Yeah, wouldn't want to be on the end of that bloody thing, would you? So that can go over there for now. Resi case. So in 86, you started getting these in instead. So the old S6, this is the S10. It's a bit better. It's not fun to wear, as you'd expect, but yeah, you got a drinking tube. So with your bottle from over here, yeah, you can actually pull that cap out. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. You can pull that out. Yeah, you can plug it in, and you turn the valve there, right? And on the inside, right, when you turn that valve, yeah, you can see that tube move around. You're meant to blow in it. When you're blowing it, like forces air through it, does some weird thing with pressure and pushes it out. So you got that, yeah. Filter. so that just unscrews. You carry a spare one, I'll show you in a minute. So that sits over there. In here, what's the word? Yeah, you got your facelet thing and this little like strap for it. Long story short, with the facelet, what the idea was is like if there's like nuclear fallout or like, you know, the threat of chemical weapons, something it's not been done yet, you're meant to have that on or something like that, and it's meant to give like an extra few gases there before you you know, need to mask up. So they're pretty useless. Then got these are only given to you in wartime. These are your nerve agent antidotes, and these ones have had all their guts ripped out of them, so they're empty now. But long story short, you pull out that safety cap from there, jam it in your thigh, and what that'll do is basically, well, if you're being poisoned with nerve gas and like that, it's meant to save you. Wouldn't really trust it, but it's better than dying, you know what I mean? These have been emptied and all. These are your nerve agent pills, so if there's a threat of nerve gas, you're supposed to take one of those every 8 hours or something. It's meant to give you a bit more time to inject your combo pens. Wouldn't want to try it. But got detector paper, so what that does is basically if you get chemical weapons on you, like liquids, it's like 25 sheets, it's like litmus paper if you remember from school. And what that does is it just change colour and it, like, you know, tell you, oi, you've been gassed, you know what I mean? They can go in your noddy suit, which is your NBC suit down here. Decontamination powder, so what that is just the same as the one in here, except in like a puffer bottle form. That one's like a pad, so you like blot, bang, rub is what you're supposed to do. You're like meant to blot it on, bang it, and then like rub it around. Just meant to like stop the chemicals from like reacting with you. Works in your suit and everything. So cleaning cloth in here for your mask, you know, just a cloth, and then down in here you got your spare filter. Yeah, so that's sealed up, that's ready to go, and you're meant to know that you need that when that one starts like getting hard to breathe through or something. That's some old toss really, you know what I mean? So you got that, yeah. Then in here you got your top poncho roll. Now you're only given one, so you normally nick one from someone else. So what you got in here, I can't really be asked to take it out, but I'm gonna do it anyways, so why not? You got your poncho here, and it's literally just a big green poncho. I mean, there's not much more I can say about it here, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna throw that down there for now. But what we got in here, I know, is we got some cordage. We've meant to always carry a bit of cordage, and then in here, in this sock, I can't bother taking it out. You just got tent pegs, and everyone knows what bloody tent pegs are. This here, yeah, I'm gonna sit down, keep bloody leaning my neck over. This here, this is your NBC suit roll, and IPK. So what the idea of this thing is, right? You're meant to like, with that shovel, dig like a little foxhole kind of thing, right? Put that over you, 18 inches of dirt, and it's supposed to save you from a nuclear blast, but I mean, wouldn't want to fucking try it. So you got that, yeah. Over boots. So these horrible sweaty things, what these do is you put them over your combat boot, open them up, and you're meant to, like, you know, be able to stomp along with them like that, right? You got string, you know, cords at the end, you know, just put them through. Good way to find spare bootlaces. So you got all that, right? And obviously you got the other one because you've got bloody 2 feet. Bungees. No. These are useful. Don't ever tell someone that they're not useful, because they are useful. You know what I mean? And then you're going to see the bane of my, well, one of the banes of my existence of this stuff is this is your noddy suit, right? This is a Mark IV. So basically it's meant to put like encompass and can like conceal you in like this, like, yeah, it's basically charcoal, right, lined with this like green stuff that's meant to like absorb a nuclear flash or something like that. You put that detector paper there from an old packet I used. So yeah, your trousers here, right, cords, so you do them like braces, cargo pockets, and in the cargo pockets, right, in the other pocket, I've got the other ones, you got your gloves, right, so you got this because you sweat, right, then you got your outer one because you know, you don't want chemicals getting on you. So that's the trousers in the noddy suit. So then, well, I keep saying noddy suit, it's a nuclear, biological and chemical suit, but who's going to call it that? It's a noddy, you know what I mean, because I'll show you why you call it that, because on the jacket here, right, yeah, see the hood, right, when that's over your head, like Noddy, the character from, you know, like a TV show as a kid, yeah, so on here you put all your important stuff, so like your number, 2439113, you know, blood type, name, all that kind of stuff. Pockets here, meant to put a field dressing in there or something like that, and they're just covered in, you know, NBC stuff. So the only two things in here, yeah, is I'll get to that one last, because that one, yeah, you see what. You've got your kidney patches. This is meant to have like 24 hours worth of like stuff in it. This is all in bin bags because none of this is waterproof because it's shit. So you've got a spare pair of socks and underwear in it in case you get soaked, and also just your hygiene. This is one of your mess tins. So you're meant to eat out this thing, but in this cloth, right, I'm not going to get it all out because, you know, I can't be bothered. Get some of it out. This is all your hygiene stuff. So you got that foot powder, that's an old NBC puffer bottle I used, soap, shaving brush, you know, toothbrush, you know, all the kind of stuff you need. There's toilet paper in there, you know, that's not going to be your only supply of toilet paper. You carry as much of that as you bloody can. Yeah, so sewing kit in here, and you know, it's just your general upkeep, you know what I mean? So all that lives in there, and that's your small mess tin. So close that up, put that over there, and then over here you've got your exy stove. So this opens up, empty box, because, well, apparently you can use this for bomb making now or something. It's just an empty box. Yeah, but you basically use that to cook your rations, and it stinks of fish, I'm telling you now. And then just got a pair of spare boot laces, because, you know, whenever you know what I mean, you can always use your cordage, but it's easy using that, you know what I mean. Then this side you got your rations. So you got some biscuits, arse blocking. Well, these are the fruit ones, but they're not too bad. But you got biscuits AB in here, right? And biscuits around. They used to have AB on them, and well, it's meant to mean something, but we just call them arse blocking because it's what they do to you. Got your drinks, stuff like that, a bit of toilet paper, it's not good, so you always carry more. Yeah, all that kind of stuff really. But they're all your little, like, you know, drop something, there you go. You know, they're all your little bits you can shove in your tunic and that. And you got some dextrose tablets, these are my favourites. And then in here, right, this is your main ration, this is your large mess tin. So this is where all your stuff goes, like, you know, oxtail soup, you know, cooking instructions, you know, all your tins and all that kind of stuff here, you know. A bar of chocolate in here, but he ain't doing too well, you know what I mean. So I don't really get this one out too much. So that's all your rations and that in it, yeah. Again, so you just literally just get a bin bag, you just like cut it up and put it to size. And then on here, right, this is your angle torch. And I had to make a little thing for this. So yeah, not very bloody bright, but you got extra filters in the bottom. I believe, yeah, it's a green one in there. Normally you're supposed to use red. I only really seen green done a few times. I can get that bloody closed. But yeah, no, you can put it on the middle mode and you can do like a bit of morse of it. But yeah, so that's all your like fighting order stuff, yeah. Also, I forgot to mention, I did these up with bungees because they like to come undone, especially when you got them bloody packed, because 58 can't hold shit. Anyways, so this is your large pack, and this is a pain in the arse. So I'll just open it up properly, yeah, because why not, right? So, you got those open up, yeah. Let's move this up a little bit. There we go. So, got that, yeah. These are the other tapes that you use for opening them up. Once you open, you got on the top, I should mention, that's your sleeping mat and then that's your sleeping bag. And I'm not going to take these off because I can't be asked to put them back on because it is bloody hard. So again, big bin bag, innit? Yeah. Where's the bloody wrong end's gone? There you go, open it up. Shoelace, it's meant, you know, meant to use something for it. And then in here, we've just got, you know, this is all your sustainment gear, ain't it? Yeah, you know, it's meant to give you like 7 days with your other gear that you're carrying over there. Yeah, it's meant to give you 7 days with only resupply of food, water and ammo. So, yeah, you wouldn't carry it to battle. You wouldn't want to at least. So pants, you know what I mean, socks, you know, everyone see what pants and socks look like. A pair of gloves because it can get chilly. Balaclava, wore one. These are quite nice to be fair. Spare KF shirt, and you already saw one of these with the uniform, so I'm not going to bother taking it out. And you got your we're saying it yet. This is like a vest really, it's just meant to keep you warm, it's a bit chilly. You can put that under your uniform. Chinese fighting suit trousers, so these are meant to be extreme cold weather. But it looks like Jackie Chan, don't it? You know what I mean? When he's like fighting all the Hong Kongers, like, oh, you know what I mean? So you got your trousers there for that. Then you got your Chinese fighting suit jacket. It looks like it, don't it? You know what I mean? With all the buttons and like the quilting, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, you got a bit of ventilation on your pits, so everyone can smell you stinking. You know what I mean? Go through all that, yeah. Got your nice, you know, wool pullover, woolly pulley. So that'll keep you nice and warm. Yeah. Got a spare pair of boots, which I can't be bothered to take out. You've already seen one pair, but there's your spares. And then you've got in here, right, this is your waterproof. So when it's absolutely pissing down, and I mean like constantly pissing down, instead of wearing your poncho all the time, you just open it up. You just put this on, so that's your jacket for it, yeah. Got 2 pockets there, it's fully waterproofed. And then got in here trousers, so this goes over everything, and it's better wearing this than your bloody poncho all the time because, you know what I mean, what's the point? Also, when it's really chilly, you can put your Chinese fighting suit under that and help keep all the wind out, so that's quite nice. So that's all your stuff in your large pack main bit. In your sides, yeah. I can't remember what one. Oh, this is it, yeah. So this is all your boot care. Claire? Who's Claire? You got your boot care kit, yeah. So brush, you know, get your polish, you know, stuff. And then down in there, I can't be able to take it out, but it's a big roll of toilet paper because, you know, you never know when you need it. So as if you need to go and shove a recce. Shove it over there now. Then this side, yeah. This literally is just more like hygiene bits, you know what I mean? That'll just open up the top. You can't be arsed. If I can find the bloody top, where is it? Oh, come on. It's up in the top. Oh, that's it, because I did it that way. So, yeah, put that in there, and then open this up. It's literally just like tons of hygiene stuff, you know what I mean? There's nothing too interesting in there. So that's all your stuff in your web equipment. So then this here is your 1A1 self-loading rifle in it. So 20 round magazine, 7.62 NATO, instead of the Russian stuff. Yeah, 20 rounds, starts to set for 300 yards. Could go up to 6, but you always have it set to 3. It's deactivated, so fuck off please. Anyways, yeah, on the end you got your bayonet lug there. this video is more meant to be like a general overview of what you're carrying. So if you want like in-depth stuff like forgotten weapons, rifleman, all that kind of stuff, it's what you're looking for. But yeah, you got your safety gear. There's a last round I would open, that's one of the early ones that had it, they removed them later on. And then your sling on a swivel, that's your gas plug there, and that's your gas selector for how much gas you want going through the system. And then this here, that's your cocking handle there, so you pull that back. And yeah, so yeah, then last but not least, just some booklets in it. So it's not all of them you'd have, but this is some. So this is more related to Royal Engineer stuff. It's got combat engineering, you know, stuff like that. And then basic battle skills, like, you know, just general stuff like ranging, you know, hand signals, all that, you know, map navigation, you know, just general like basic stuff, you know what I mean. The NBC manual, so yeah, like basically how to not die when you're being gassed, all that kind of stuff, what you're meant to have, you know, all those kind of things. Then this is like a little shooting magazine, just like, you know, how to shoot straight, really. Yeah, so yeah, you'd have a few other ones like bloody, what's the word, like threat recognition guides and things like that. But just this is generally some of the stuff you see. You wouldn't really carry it with you. It's just extra odds and sods I've got.